Hi everybody, welcome back to Determined to Praise. So as I mentioned last week, well for the month, I was exposing my life, sharing my life, my family, myself, things that I've been through, things that I'm working on accomplishing in this lifetime. So for this week, we have my husband on here just to talk about our relationship, our marriage, where we started from, how we met each other, and things like that. So I'm kind of excited, and please, my baby girl is awake and she's up here. Hopefully she stays quiet in the corner, but just in case you hear anybody talking, it's her. And my stepdaughter is behind the camera recording, so say hi, Janaea.
Hi.
So I guess we'll start with how we met. We met back in 2012 at Cumberland County College. I had a boyfriend at the time, and I think what happened. Oh, I posted something on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
He had a because we both write poems, and he had a page on Facebook where people could post poems and stuff like that.
It was called Poetic Swag, and I could say I was a thirsty one, I believe. She wrote a poem, and I hopped in the inbox like a rabbit. So I was just like, do you have a boyfriend? Asking her, she said yeah, but basically, they was going through some things at the time, so I was like, okay, and then after one thing led to another, and we was just texting back and forth, and we said everything?
Yeah.
Oh. So one day at the college, she had read one of my poems, and she kissed me out of nowhere. And after that, after she kissed me, we ended up texting that same night, and she said, hey, I can't talk to you no more, and I'm sorry I did that. I can't believe I did that. So basically, me being me, I was just like, no, I'm sorry too. I look forward to your texts every morning. So I said I apologize too. And then the next day I seen her, I kissed her back, and she was she was stunned. So but
I'm not a cheater, guys, so I really felt bad. That wasn't my intention. I'm not somebody that go out there doing stuff like that, so I felt really bad, but it was really hard to control my emotions. So it is what it is. But if it makes you feel better, my boyfriend at the time was a jerk, so I was just doing what he was already doing anyway. But yeah, and that's
but nah,
that's
but we started, me and my wife, we started dating. But this is the crazy part, because we never met each other in person before
we were texting.
Before we texted, yeah. So it was January 23rd.
He remembers all the dates.
Yeah, January 23rd, we first seen each other in person. And she was shy, and she was with her best friend at the time, and her best friend said, there you go right there. And when she seen me, she turned away. But like, it was just, I think it basically was meant to be, because we had a lot of ups and downs during our relationships. But during our relationship, what happened was her dad didn't like me. Well, he liked me at the time, but it was a rumor that was going around. And for the ones that know, whoever watched the video, who knows what happened around that time, I would try to plead my case. I was innocent. I had to go to the hospital. I had to get proof. It was a vicious rumor that saying that it was about this girl that had a genital, I think it was a genital herpes, and something happened with her where her baby dad hacked her Facebook, and basically, her dad thought I had it, so I went to the hospital just to show that, just to show I didn't have anything. And me and her was a little like sexual active at the time, so she knew the truth, but her family didn't like me at the time, so I went to the hospital, she was the proof, and then, long story short, me and her dad got in a quarrel. I fought her brother. But like I said, it was a lot at that time. It was a lot. It was like, when I say, like, she ended up getting kicked out of her house. Me and her ended up moving with one of my relatives, my aunt. And basically everything after that was just nothing but God. We started from the bottom, and then we started working our way up. We ended up getting our first apartment in 2016.
No, it wasn't that long. It was literally like, it had to be like a year or two after.
We didn't get our apartment after that.
Yeah, we did. It was like a year or two later we got.
Oh,
Because remember, we
snap,
was there
you're
for
right.
like 4 or 5
2014.
years. Yeah, I was about to say.
2014. I'm sorry, 2014.
Yeah, we were.
You know, but it's been times where we were both ready to give up the towel. We was both ready to give up the towel. I'll give up the towel because we both know I was stubborn. I was selfish. I didn't, you know, I was only, you know, in a relationship, you're supposed to worry about both people in a relationship, not just one. And I got comfortable with her doing everything. And, you know, we had this one big talk. And I started messing up, you know, prior to the relationship, you know, being, like I said, selfish, not doing things around the house, not cooking, not cleaning, not, you know, doing certain things. And I was afraid I was going to leave her. So that was like a wake-up call for me that I had to get back on the ball. And we started working at Wendy's together, and that was right there. That was crazy. I miss Wendy's though. I miss Wendy's.
Yeah, when we was there, it was awesome. We was all working there. We had a really nice crew.
Yeah, I miss Wendy's right now. Whoever see this, we work at Wendy's, man. I miss Wendy's. Wendy's, that was the highlight.
That was like a second home, honestly.
Yeah,
the second home.
You know, and then when we was working at Wendy's, my cousin. This is when my cousin was murdered. And I ended up leaving leaving Wendy's at the time, and I went to Walmart.
No, I don't think you was at Wendy's when that happened.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't at Wendy's, but I ended up going back to Wendy's because of.
Oh yeah, I'm about to say.
Yeah. But I forgot where I went. I had a couple of jobs at the Wendy's.
You were at
Little C's, Walmart.
You were at the factory place.
Oh, AJM.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was I?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Actually, I wasn't though.
You sure?
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's.
I got fired.
Well,
there.
I'm saying that's.
Oh yeah.
Where,
okay. I was AGM, then I got fired. Yeah. It's crazy because I got fired 3 days before my cousin was murdered, and that was one of the worst weeks ever. And then I went back to Wendy's, and then after I went to Wendy's, I ended up going to Walmart. You know. But what else you want to say? It's a lot.
Well.
We've been together for 11 years.
Yeah.
11 years.
Married for 5.
5 years.
Well, so yeah, we got an apartment together in 2014, and we were living there until 2018, and then we got the place that we're in now, and all of it has been nothing but God. He's truly amazing and keeps showing himself to be a provider. Because I mean, we were stressed out at the old place. Our landlord was trying to kick us out because I was pregnant and she was saying I couldn't be there.
I ain't gonna say her name, but no, I ain't gonna say her name, but she was when my wife was pregnant. I told my landlord the same day I found out my wife was pregnant. I wrote our landlord. I said, hey, I just found out that, well, she wasn't my wife at the time, but I said, hey, I just found out that my fiance is pregnant. So, but I said, don't worry, we're looking for a bigger apartment. Right after I wrote her that message, I got a letter in the mail that next day talking about she wanted to evict us. And I wrote, I'm like, why you wanting to evict us for? She said, oh, because, you know, it's a 1-bedroom. And I'm like, yeah, I'm telling you that we're trying to find it. You act like we want to raise another child. Mind you, I have a 13-year-old now. She had to be, 7 at the time? 7, 8 at the time. So she was coming over there. It was still hard for us with her. So, you know, we talking to the landlord. I was like, yo, we don't plan on staying in this 1-bedroom apartment. We just give us the time. We're looking. And she tried to take us to court, and she took us to court. She did. And everything, because I have a cousin that actually sent me, I think it's called the Tenant versus Landlord Handbook, and we went through everything through the handbook, and what she was taking us to court for wasn't in the handbook. So I said we might have a good shot at this.
So we went to church, and I was just thinking about this the other day. Remember, we were at church because we was going to church.
Oh yeah, and they said
Elder
3 more
Bruno
days.
walked up to me and was like, God said 3 more days. And we were like, yo, in 3 more days we got court.
Mm-hmm.
That was crazy. And I mean, it worked in our just let her do it. Go ahead, Ice.
Go. Don't get in front of the kid. Go.
She go ahead. I'm sorry, y'all don't see her. She don't. Okay.
They can't see her. Just
it's whatever.
But yeah, so 3 days.
It's fine.
3 days after we got that message from our elder at church, that's when what was the landlord? That's when the landlord hit us up.
No, that was court. But when we got to court,
Oh,
remember
yeah.
she wanted to settle. She was like, "You guys are really good tenants, and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
pay your rent and blah blah
But,
blah." So
see,
we settled, and it wasn't
the
any problems.
the thing with the court was the judge was going through everything. The judge was going through everything of why a tenant should be evicted from the household or from the apartment. And nothing that they said fell under the guidelines for us.
Right.
We paid our rent on time, everything on time. We never, we didn't have any parties. We didn't destroy the property. We didn't have any weapons. It was a lot of stuff that we didn't do, So the landlord would look across, we looked at her and she looked at us. She says, "Can we talk?" In my head, I said, "No, I didn't want to talk because you brought us to court for a reason." And now you about to show you who you really are, And I got upset because you made us. She basically made us seem like we were the worst tenants. I said, when you go to court, you always think about the worst. You never think about the goodness in the person. So at the end of the court date, at the court session, we settled and everything. She talked to us. And I told her face to face. I said, "You never gave me a chance to try to explain ourselves. We told you that we wanted to move. It's not that we try to make a permanent stay there. You didn't give me a chance." How much time?
5 more minutes.
It's at 10 minutes right now.
No, it's on 11.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, all right.
Well, we got married in 2018. I was pregnant with Lamar at the time. We was actually supposed to get married before that, but things kept not working out right.
Yeah.
So, our apostle married us at the church. And it was really nice. We had a really good time.
Yeah, it was good.
It was.
Even though I missed, my daughter wasn't there. She was supposed to be there. She was supposed to be a little flowers girl. Even with our wedding, like the first time we were supposed to get married, we had a whole itinerary. We had the bride's room. We had the.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. What else?
We wanted to do the whole big shebang, but it just didn't work out, and it was kind of hard with me not working. So I wasn't, able to help pay for anything. So it was a little bit of a struggle, but I mean, to God be the glory, because everything we needed, He's provided. We got our wedding, and it may not have been a big extravagant thing, but we were able to have our family there, our church family there. Our apostle marry us. So it was really amazing. It was a really great day. I think what blew my mind the most, honestly, was that I ordered a wedding dress. Right, I ordered the wedding dress like a year before because I was working hard at Wendy's. I was making sure I got my dress. So I ordered my dress. I never put the dress on, and when I finally did put the dress on, it fit perfectly. I was pregnant. You know how big that dress had to be to fit me perfectly? Like, I never tried it on before that, but I tried it on that week of, or like 2 weeks prior, and it fit perfectly. Like, I couldn't have been no bigger. If I'd have been any bigger, it wouldn't have worked. But I was just grateful because God's hand has been in everything. And I mean, even in our relationship, like you said, we had a lot of ups and downs. But we're here, we're fighting through it. We're pushing through in our marriage. We're pushing through it, putting God first. We're pushing through it, loving each other, and just still learning each other and learning about marriage, because marriage isn't easy. And when I stepped into it, I really felt like, oh, we're kind of already married. We've been living together for this long. I've been helping raise a daughter for this long. So we're doing what we already been doing, not realizing that in a marriage is something completely different. This is really us sitting here agreeing that we're going to sit here and love each other for the rest of our lives and be dedicated to one another for the rest of our lives. And that wasn't something I realized in the beginning of our marriage. It's something that I didn't realize until like 2 years in. I was like, oh shoot, I'm really like this. I really agreed to this. Like, this is it forever.
And when we first got together, I was nervous because when she ended up breaking up with her boyfriend, she told me, she's like, hey, I broke up with my boyfriend. So in my head, I'm like, okay. Like, I didn't expect, I was nervous because even though I was chasing her, and when she really did it, I stopped. I was like, hold on, like, is this really real now? She used to bring me snacks in college. That's how we became close. And then she liked my nose at the time.
How much time is left?
Yeah.
How much time is left? Did it turn off?
Minutes.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, oh no, it turned off.
And,
Alright, well.
Wait, it hurts 16, turn it off?
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I mean, we can always do a part 2 because this was pretty fun and talk a little bit more. But we don't have much time today. So that said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please comment if you have any questions. I'm still not sure what I'm going to talk about next month, but still tune in because it may just be more of me exposing my life. Please continue to like, share, subscribe. Like I said, comment if you guys have any questions, any thoughts, or something specific you guys would like me to talk about. I pray that you guys have a great day and that you guys stay encouraged. See you guys in the next video. Bye.